Next on the news, what do some second graders in Queens and retired nuns in Albany have in common? They're pen pals.
Using pen and paper, the students here at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament Catholic Academy in Bayside are helping some upstate nuns feel less lonely. The Queens School started a pen pal program that has been a bright spot in the lives of the sisters as well as the students. I'll explain the initiative coming up.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams is expected to meet the Pope. He's heading to Rome for an international conference. A festival breaks out on the streets of Greenpoint. It was organized by a Catholic community that wanted to spread the love in New York City. Plus, a pillar of a parish community passes away, but those who knew her best are keeping her legacy of devotion going. I'm Christine Persichetti. Currents News starts right now. It's a time-honored tradition in schools across the country. Kids writing to pen pals from near and far. But one Queens school is crafting notes for nuns, communicating with an order of sisters in upstate New York. Currents News' Katie Vasquez tells us more from Bayside.
From picking out decorated paper to making sure each letter is personalized.
She loves going to the beach and swimming and reading, and so do I.
These second graders at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament Catholic Academy in Bayside take their time when writing to their pen pals because these letters are going to some special people.
Dear Sister Mary Irene, I have two sisters.
The kids are writing to the retired Daughters of Charity sisters who live in Albany.
She's a good writer, isn't she?
The assistant principal of the Queens School, Sister Donna Smith, was at the nuns' nursing home facility during the pandemic and witnessed how difficult and lonely that time was for the mostly senior sisters.
And for some of the sisters, it really affected them in their health and their mental capacity because of the being alone in their bedrooms.
As part of Lent, she asked the teachers if they would want to send notes to the nuns. The second grade class agreed and so far has sent 3 letters to the 22 religious. And for the class, even more exciting than writing the letters,
My pet is a cat. Her name is Polly.
is when they get a response back.
I am praying with you as you prepare to receive Jesus for the first time. This is a special time. You must be excited.
Giving the kids a lesson in kindness they won't soon forget.
I like to make people happy about stuff. And I like to make stories. Yeah, I'm really excited to hear about what she does, and I'm hoping to hear that she's doing well every day.
The class hopes to set up a Zoom with the nuns so they can meet and talk to their new pen pals. In Bayside, Katie Vasquez, Currents News.
Yeah, a lot of letters from Sister.
So adorable, and their handwriting is so neat. That's Catholic school for you. New York City Mayor Eric Adams says he'll be meeting the Pope. Adams is headed to Rome on Thursday and will stop in Vatican City before returning to the Big Apple. The trip is being paid for by the Fertility Foundation, which was founded by the Holy Father. The mayor is expected to attend the foundation's World Meeting on Human Fraternity. During that meeting, people from around the globe will gather to discuss how to promote brotherhood in a time of war. The meeting comes as weapons are being confiscated at papal events. In the latest incident ahead of the Pontiff's Sunday Angelus, a parish priest from the Czech Republic was detained after being found with an air gun, 2 knives, a box cutter, and a screwdriver in his bag. He claims the items belong to another man attending the Angelus who says they were for personal defense. The Vatican is planning to hold processions for Mary every Saturday this month. The candlelight rosary prayers are a tradition for the Holy See during the month of May, which is dedicated to the Blessed Mother. At the end of the month, the faithful will process to a replica of the Grotto of Lourdes in the Vatican Gardens. St. Peter's Basilica will also open its doors in the evenings for a procession to the Marian images inside. Next week, the Vatican will publish a document on discerning apparitions. According to the Holy See's Dicastery for the Doctrine of Faith, These will be new norms and guidelines for evaluating alleged apparitions and reports of supernatural events. The last time the Vatican office released a document like this was in 1978, which calls for great prudence in examining apparitions and says the church must first judge the facts before allowing public devotion. As we celebrate the Mother of God this month, there are some concerning statistics when it comes to motherhood. Fertility rates are falling globally, and that includes in majority Catholic countries. According to the World Bank, a rate of 2.1 births per woman is needed to keep a population stable. But in 2021, the rate in the U.S. was 1.7. In Greece, it was 1.4, and in South Korea, which has some of the lowest birth rates in the world, it was 0.81. New York's Attorney General has filed a lawsuit against several pregnancy resource centers and a pro-life group. Letitia James is suing 11 crisis pregnancy centers affiliated with Heartbeat International over what she calls misleading statements about abortion pill reversal. While several surveys have found the treatment can be effective, James says there's a lack of scientific evidence. There was a celebration of life out on Long Island as a Queens pro-life organization held its annual gala last Saturday. The event supported the Bridge to Life in College Point, Queens, which for the last 32 years has been providing life-affirming options for anyone experiencing an unplanned pregnancy and giving practical support to moms, dads, and families. This year's gala honored Diocese of Brooklyn Superintendent of Schools, Deacon Kevin McCormick, who not only supports the organization, but has been working with the Bridge to Life to educate and encourage students throughout the diocese to become life ambassadors. If you also want to support the Bridge to Life, just go to their website, thebridgetolife.org. A link to donate will be in the upper right-hand corner. Building a civilization of love. That's the goal of the Crossroads Music Festival. There was music and dancing outside of the San Damiano Mission in Greenpoint on Saturday. The Shalom Catholic community hosted this festival aimed at planting the seed of peace in the heart of New York City. Along with the artists performing on stage, there was also an international food court and adoration of the Blessed Sacrament, which Bishop Robert Brennan also took part in. A woman who was instrumental in spreading love at St. Elizabeth's Parish in Queens is being remembered. Nothing stopped Marie Scarpelli from showing up to work every day as parish secretary, not even chemo. She worked up until just a few days before she passed away. And now those who knew her best are honoring her. Currents News' Jessica Easthope has the story from Ozone Park.
Right, like she does look so happy in all these photos, right?
Does.
These nice.
Wilfredo Gonzalez, Jean Shannon, and Myrna Roman come from completely different walks of life, but they all have something in common, or rather, someone.
The first time I met Marie, she always had candies
in her little desk and help yourself.
But not just that she had a piece of candy, she had the candy that you liked.
Marie Scarpelli sat at this desk for nearly 40 years. As the parish secretary at St. Elizabeth Church in Ozone Park, Wilfredo, the church's bookkeeper and director of religious education, said nothing stopped Marie from doing her job, not even colon cancer.
She would go to chemo at 9 a.m. and then she would tell Father, I want to go back to work after my chemo.
Marie passed away on April 19th after keeping her illness a secret from the larger parish community.
There's many people that never knew, never found out that she was sick.
Because there was never a change in her demeanor or her attitude.
She always had a smile to her face, always, always. Never complained.
For Myrna, an employee at the parish and St. Elizabeth Catholic Academy, Marie's absence has left a void.
There's no words about it. You can never replace someone like Marie.
Jean says she misses their talks when she would run errands that brought her away from her post as principal of the school and into the rectory.
If I knew something had to come to the rectory, and I would say, no, I'll do it, because then I knew Marie would be here and I could sit and chat with her.
In a spot reserved for the day's mass intentions, Marie jotted one down on her birthday this year. It's since been replaced with remembrance.
If I learned one thing from her is when you are suffering, you always look at God.
It's hard to get used to, not seeing her beautiful smile.
I think Marie's legacy is just immeasurable because she made every person who came here feel welcome.
Marie remembered everything, every birthday and every anniversary. And it's part of why she'll never be forgotten. In Ozone Park, Jessica Easthope, Currents News.
And we are sending our prayers to Marie's church community. That is this Currents News Update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us, because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.